and welcome to Pokemon TCG with Leadfoot9X. Today we'll be watching a lovely little game between Tux Penguin Double Zero's Durant deck, Durant Weavile, versus guess what? Dynamotor ZPST. Sorry I'm not getting any variety in here, but like I said, love this deck, playtesting it for cities. It takes priority. As far as Durant games go, this is actually not a very close one. I had almost 15 cards left in my hand when it ended, but if nothing else, you'll see how some Durant decks work here. Some of the different mechanisms. This one uses Weavile to discard cards from your opponent's hand. If I was running a Durant deck, I guess I'd use the Weavile to discard supporters like N, which is probably the ultimate anti-Durant weapon, at least until they come out with Heat More. From, I forget, Next Destinies, Dark Rush, one of those sets that's coming out. The Heat More that can one hit KO Durant with one colorless energy. It's gonna be fun times. Durant had a nice little, I don't know, 5-month reign there. Is a fun little novelty deck. So there he gets the Durant, and it's also the Rotom tech. He goes first. Setting up for the Devour there. I believe the statistic is if your opponent... That's Alf Lithograph. PlayTCG apparently doesn't support the graphic, so you can't see the card. Where was I? Okay, so... And there's another Alpha Lithograph in his prize. It's kind of funny. So if a Durant deck, if it can keep all... and there's my family calling. Forgot about that. Yeah, I should turn Skype off next time. If a Durant deck gets all 4 Durant out and keeps them out with revives and stuff, the game that you need to defeat the Durant deck within 9 turns, more or less, unless you can buy some time with N. Which is why this deck has 3 N's in it instead of Juniper. I initially tried 4 Juniper, just nah. Not till Durant goes away. And for some reason, I catchered out Rotom so that he needs to retreat in next turn to Devour again. And I believe I play a supporter. Or the Eviolite. Definitely the Eviolite. Before I refresh my hand. Which one do I use? Pawnt, because I'm saving the N for late game. But I never really needed it. Now, I'm part of the minority that says if you're going to try to run a Durant deck, put Kyogre and Groudon Legend in it. Just let them play Whack-A-Mole with Durant, and then 5 prizes a turn with the 5 cards off the top of their deck per turn with Kyogre and Groudon. It's pretty serious late game. So that's my train of thought. I did win a game like that once. Never really felt like investing in 2 Kyogre and Groudon Legends for what, like $60 though, so, or probably $40. See, he's already off to a slow start, only having 2 Durant in play, and he has to retreat the Rotom. It's important to get out and start hitting his hard and fast with those Durant decks. Rotom uses its power, so you can switch a prize card with something on top of his deck. And I believe whatever it was, I'm pretty sure he needed that special metal energy more. Engineer's adjustments. I was playing a Brazilian guy last week, and he commented on how I had an electrical engineering deck. Apparently, he was an electrical engineer or electrical engineering student. He's like, "Are you electrical engineer too?" I'm like, "Nope, civil engineer." He's like, "Okay." And I have 2 Professor Elms. Don't need those because I have the electric in my hand. Give me some dynamos, man. And I can't knock out the Rotom. And I check the card, check the text for like the 3rd time in 2 minutes. And thank you. I didn't really like my hand. Yeah, that works. I guess. Not really. Crushing Hammer fails. I kind of like Crushing Hammer, the idea of it, but it's not reliable at all. But I guess you gotta run that in decks that don't attack the opponent directly. Try to mill. Any defensive deck needs that. I've tried even running it in Mew box, but it just like no. Here comes the Devour. Yep. Deck's still above 30 though. And Engineer's Adjustments. I believe I would play that right now if that's what I was doing. Maybe not. Okay. I guess I was being conservative. I wouldn't. Yeah. I was probably scared to death of the Durant deck right then. Hoarding. I have enough to just... that's a fully powered up Zekrom. What's he going to do? I can retreat the Tornadus easy. There's literally nothing he can do at this point. until he plays the Weavile. Things get a little interesting then, but I don't think it was ever really a threat. Twins. Twins is such an annoying card. I've played some decks that play it a lot, but it just really stinks because there's so many decks that they just wait for you to take the first knockout. It's like I can either just not do anything yet, or I can give them the Twins. No, 2 electrics in the discard pile. But like I said, at this point, I don't really need them. Couple Bolt Strikes, 4 Bolt Strikes, and I can just start outraging them. Engineer's Adjustments, maybe. Maybe not. Sure. Nope. Still not. And I'm just hoarding my hand there. Do the damage to Zekrom. It's kind of unfair. Eviolite was made for Zekrom, literally. So, this deck is based